The Manifesto for Agile Software Development, Principles 5, 9, and 11. I've chosen these three because they seem to be centered around the team and their engineering practices. Now, the Agile Manifesto does not explicitly tell teams what those engineering practices should be, but if you follow along with me, I think you'll see that there's some guidance in what they should be paying attention to. Principle 5 says build projects around motivated individuals. Give them the environment and support they need and trust them to get the job done. There's a few things in this one statement that we should be paying attention to. First of all, building projects around motivated individuals. Now, in traditional project management, we tend to build teams around projects. The project work comes up and we have to figure out, okay, who are the right people to address this? We assemble them. They work on that project, they deliver, and then we dismantle the team. And when the next project comes up, we decide what type of team needs to address that project. The Agile Manifesto says something different. It says, let us build our projects around teams, motivated individuals, if you will. This tends to lead towards some thinking around long-running teams, teams that stay together longer, and we bring project work to them. And as they stay together longer, they will integrate better, get to know each other better, tend to perform better. Now, that sentence, though, build projects around motivated individuals. How do you motivate individuals? The statement seems to imply, well, they're already motivated. Well, the second part of that principle leads us to understand some of the things that might motivate those individuals. Give them the environment and support they need and trust them to get the job done. Will that motivate people? We can't guarantee that, but some of the research behind this, and you could look this up, probably Dan Pink and his book called Drive. And you can find some of his videos on this topic, does a good job of summarizing all the research that's been carried out over the decades regarding this question, what motivates people? I don't know that I can motivate anybody beyond their next paycheck, but there are other things, more about the work environment, that tend to motivate people. Give them the environment they need to be effective. Give them the support they need to be effective. Trust them to get the job done. This sense of self-management and accomplishment in itself could be a great motivating factor. Principle 9 now starts to point towards some of our practices. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. So please note there's an expectation here that if we are not paying attention to technical excellence, if we're not paying attention to good design, if we're just rushing through because there's no time to think properly about how we're actually going to construct this, we might not be as agile as we think. Remember, agility has to do with responsiveness and adaptability. And if we're so busy that we can't build systems that are maintainable, flexible, changeable, if we can't pay attention to those things, then it's going to be more difficult for us to respond quickly to changes that come to us. Number 11 tells us that the best architectures, requirements, and designs emerge from self-organizing teams. Emerge from self-organizing teams. There's this idea that our knowledge about the project work will emerge over time. We don't expect to have all the details specced out at the very beginning. We expect to have general direction, and over time, those details will emerge appropriately. The best architectures, requirements, and designs are expected to emerge from where? From self-organizing, or I'll add the idea self-managing teams, meaning we give the teams what they need to be successful and let them figure out how to get the job done. And please note, architecture, requirements, and design sounds rather cross-functional to me. Requirements as part of that, which includes, if you're in the Scrum framework, someone like the product owner that is part of the team. So we have this mix of product guidance from someone like a product owner, developers who have the technical knowledge and experience on how to get the job done, and someone like an Agile coach or a Scrum master who can help organize and keep the team focused. Principles 5, 9, and 11. I hope you also see a common theme running through these three. Thank you for your time. Please look for our other sessions on the Agile Manifesto.